Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews.
Oh, hey, look! It's a baby Hulkbuster!
You suck. You are short.
Oh.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Avengers Infinity War figure, and it's the Hulkbuster armor. And I really didn't know this was coming out. This is in the movie line toys, and it's a hefty little guy, so it's about a 5-inch scale figure. Definitely looked cool. First time I saw it on the shelf, so I had to pick it up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have the Hulkbuster armor in package. Like I said, it's a little smaller than what we're used to in the Marvel Legends line. This is the movie line. And he comes with an Infinity Stone here. It's got the Avengers logo up there. It's got Thanos. There's some artwork, and that's how the little piece works there. And like I said, this thing's pretty darn heavy, which is pretty cool. It says Hulkbuster. It's got the Avenger logo. Nothing really on the sides. Got some like energy things up here. So just kind of a close-up. Avengers Infinity War. There's bald Thanos. There it is, looking all kinds of cool. There's its Infinity Stone. There's the gimmick. It plays with an app or something. And then there's Hulkbuster. And then there's some energy in the plastic, which looks pretty cool. Back of the packaging. Again, there's the Hulkbuster armor with the Infinity Stone piece up there. Looks like it's got a bigger piece on that arm. Kind of interesting. And then other figures in the line. There's Teenage Groot and Rocket, which I've already reviewed. If you haven't seen that, I'll add a card to that in this video. And then there's an Iron Man figure and an Iron Spider, and I have not seen that Iron Spider, so I'm definitely interested in that. Maybe that'll have the legs on it that the Marvel Legends didn't have. That'd be kind of cool. So here's the back. Yeah, definitely neat. Avengers, Hulkbuster, other figures in the line. Definitely pretty cool. Let's go ahead and get this guy out of the packaging and see what we think. And here we have the Hulkbuster out of the packaging, and I gotta say this is actually a pretty cool figure. It's definitely a hefty piece compared to the other figures in this line, which, you know, I expect that. I mean, it's a Hulkbuster. It's definitely a lot more robust. Previously, I'd seen the Hulk, and he was a lot bigger than the others because he's the Hulk. So I may have to get him to sit with this Hulkbuster figure because this thing is pretty darn cool. Now, he does come with this weapon piece right here that clips onto his arm. It looks like a bigger, punchy version of the little piece, the brass piece that he has here, which is pretty neat. And then it has the Infinity Stone that clips onto it. So this thing, I'll take this off real quick, it's just got a little port right there on the side. It is hollow on the inside, and then the Infinity Stone just clips right on it. And I'm going to presume that the other Infinity Stones can flip back and forth on it as well. Which, kind of funny, the only other Infinity Stones I seem to have gotten have all been the same. They're all the purple Infinity Stone, and that's kind of sad. I'd like to have at least a different colored stone to swap out with, but it is what it is. Now, as far as articulation on this figure, his head rotates about that far that way, and it goes, about that far that way, and it kind of wiggles up and down, but it doesn't really go up and down. It just goes back and forth. There is no waist articulation. The legs kick that far up. They kick about that far back. Nothing at the knees, nothing at the ankles, but the arms actually do have some rotation. There's a clicky joint right there for that, but it goes pretty much all the way around. There is a hinge that goes out, and he is way out of focus there, so the hinge goes out like that, so up and down, and then the elbow joint goes pretty darn far like that, and then it also twists around, so both of them have that type of joint. Which is very, very cool. So he can get into some pretty cool punchy poses. He just really, that's about all he can do. Now this one's a little loose at the shoulder up here, at least looser than this one is. It's a lot stiffer, but it's not bad, and it doesn't really hamper the articulation much. And it definitely looks cooler with the weapon piece on there. Out of the movie figures I've collected thus far, I really like this weapon piece the best that they've all come with. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I do like the design of it. It's a nice heavy piece. It's got some very bright silver paint apps, which is very cool, and a very dull gold paint app, which is also very cool. Almost brassy looking, but it's got a nice big heavy shouldered area. I like the design of the upper arms. The fact that it can get its arms into some really decent poses, I'm definitely digging that. We get some silver paint on the back, and that's really about the only paint we get on the back of the figure, which is unfortunate, but at the price point, I can kind of see that. Definitely a lot more paint amps up front, on the chest and the body. Everything looks cool. The arc reactor is kind of white there, looking neat. Definitely looks nice. Now, taking a look at the midsection of the figure, again, lots of detail on the figure, but the bottom half of the figure on the back is just sculpted red plastic. The front of the figure, we got the nice gold pieces on the forearms that look really, really cool. The gold around his body there, and then the great big huge weapon piece with the Infinity Stone on his arm there. That just looks really, really cool, and I'm definitely digging it. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, lots of detail on the back of the figure, but there's no paint. The front of the figure has that nice shiny silver on the calves, which looks cool. We got paint on the knees and on the front of the feet. The toes are weird to me. The 3 giant toes. I don't know. I can't remember if that's what it looks like in the film or not. I'm going to have to go back and look, but it looks really, really strange to me. But again, lots of detail. It's very stable, stands well, and it just, needs more paint on the back of the figure. For comparison, here we have the Hulkbuster with 2 other movie line figures in the wave. We've got the Black Widow and we got Teenage Groot. And while he looks really cool and he's a lot heftier than these other ones, he's just way out of scale. I mean, he should be twice their size easily, and he's barely a little taller than the Black Widow, which is kind of odd. And here we have the Infinity War movie line Hulkbuster with the Incredible Hulk from, I believe that's the Marvel Legends Age of Ultron Hulk, and the Disney Store exclusive Hulkbuster. He's short. He's definitely short. I don't really mind the scale between these two because I can see the Hulk being really huge. But I prefer that the Hulkbuster be bigger than the Hulk because it's going to take on the Hulk. But he's definitely still wide and bulky and a fun-looking figure. And seeing him next to that Hulk and being so small makes me really want to get the movie line Hulk to go with this guy. So is the Avengers Infinity War movie line Hulkbuster a figure you want in your Marvel collection? Well, if you're collecting all the movie line figures, you're definitely going to like this. I think it's one of the cooler of the figures that have been released. If you are a Hulkbuster completist, you might want to pick this up. If you're more of a Marvel Legends fan, this could be an easy pass for you. But at the price point, this is a pretty decent figure. I mean, it's heavy, it's got some nice articulation on the upper part of the figure with the arms. Comes with a great big old weapon and an Infinity Stone. It's just lacking some articulation and some paint apps, and it's about, an inch shorter than what it should be. Actually, it's several inches shorter than what it should be, but overall, I think it's a cool figure. I think kids are going to like it. It's definitely going to be a rough and tumble figure for kids. That's for sure. I'm very interested to see what happens with this armor in the Infinity War. I'm guessing it's going to get utterly destroyed, but I guess we'll see here in about a month or so. But, like I said, for the price point, it's definitely not a bad figure. I like it. So there it is, the Hulkbuster armor from Avengers Infinity War movie line.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.